Walters Air Force Base used to be Camp Walters in World War II. It was a training base,
right.
And the Air Force had taken it over to train the engineers.
Okay.
And that's what we had to do when we got back. We had to build some airstrips and then destroy them, tear them up, and then build them again.
Oh.
Yeah, it was training.
Sure.
And I became an instructor, a supply instructor in Texas.
Okay. Now, I know you indicated you had you were responsible for a lot of equipment.
Yeah.
But just to refresh my mind too, under your authority, were you responsible for like the food, the staples, and
well, everything came through
supply.
Yeah, everything came through supply. I can show you a picture of the. I got it here somewhere. That was all part of the record keeping that we. I don't know if I can find it.
Okay, but it was a standard. You were supplies for.
I was battalion supply, and that was all part of it.
Okay, everything.
Right. Well, somewhere in here there's a picture of the.
It's for stuff.
Here.
Oh, okay.
Well, this is the battalion headquarters, and somewhere in here I've got the supply.
Okay.
If I can find it. And while I was with a real good bunch of guys in Korea, and we built or fixed up an orphanage, which wasn't too far from us. We were in Pyeongtaek, Korea.
Okay.
It was a railhead.
Okay.
And they really appreciated the work we did to fix up the orphanage.
Oh, okay.
Because there were a lot of orphans there. Here's the S4 office.
Let's see. Okay. That was, in essence, the S4, that's the supply office. S4
Right.
was supply. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's just a hut.
That's what it was.
Okay.
But it served its purpose.
Yeah, okay.
And, I lived in tent most of the time.
So were you there during the bitter cold?
Yes, I landed in, I got there in March, and I didn't leave until February, till the beginning of February, actually, the end of January.
Right.
And it got bitter cold there for a while.
So how'd you adjust to that? Although you grew up in Michigan.
I grew up in Michigan, so you put another blanket on.
Okay.
And being in supply, I could get the blanket.
Yeah, you had a privileged life there almost from a supply standpoint. Huh?
Just about.
Yeah.
And I made good friends there.
Okay.
And some of them I'm still friendly with today. Here's my best friend from there is Bill Benani.
Okay.
He lives in Grosse Pointe now.
Oh, okay.
And he was from Detroit. He went through basic with me, and he went through supply school with me.
Okay.
And
Okay.
and I still see him.
Okay.
And we stayed good friends.
Okay. I'll probably ask you about your friends in a minute, but
Yeah.
It's interesting that I know you were like in supply, and everyone was, let's say, nice to you because they wanted to be friendly to.
Not everyone was nice. Some of them were not so nice,
Okay. But how
most of the officers were good. I had no problem with them.
Okay. How was it that you would get along with the let's say Marines, and I think you said you were in the Air Force too, but you were like a support of the Marines?
Yeah.
How was that?
Well, actually, the Marines had their own. It was a Marine Air Base. They had their own outfits. They had their own supply sergeants and their own. Actually, they did for a while. They did the security on the base. I got along with them good because, especially with the enlisted Marines, because they weren't allowed to have hard liquor.
Sure.
They could drink beer and wine, but they couldn't get the hard liquor. And I had access to all the hard liquor.
Okay.
And we were buying it cheap, and the best thing I could do was take a bottle of scotch or rye whiskey over to the Marine sergeant, and everything was good.
Sure.
So I could